Ciao a tutti, buongiorno. Eccoci qua all'interno della rubrica di Unconventional Hospitality e in questo momento abbiamo il piacere e l'onore di ospitare ancora una volta John Tanzella, che ha tra l'altro origini italiane, un uomo bellissimo e stupendo dentro e fuori, e lui è il presidente dell'IGLTA, ovvero l'Associazione Internazionale del Turismo LGBTQ, ovvero il turismo gay friendly, mettiamola così. John, we are here, l'intervista sarà un po' in italiano, un po' in inglese, insomma cercherò di tradurre e ci sarà un evento molto importante che ci aspetta qui a Milano dal 26 al 29 ottobre, che è la Convention internazionale del turismo LGBTQ. So John, let us know why this convention is so important for us.
Absolutely. And buongiorno tutti. And thank you, Concetta, for having me today. We're very excited about our convention. Our convention brings together tourism professionals from all over the world once a year to a conference. And we've been around for 38 years and we've never had a convention in Italy. We've had them all over the world, but this year it's going to be in Italy, in Milano. And we are very, very excited about this opportunity to highlight the country of Italy and also the city of Milano to tourism professionals and media, travel media all over the world at our conference.
Allora, giusto per fare un piccolo riassunto, è la 38esima edizione, la 38esima convention e per la prima volta arrivano in Italia, quindi ci saranno operatori da tutto il mondo, ovviamente anche italiani, insomma siamo qui per sensibilizzarli ancora di più affinché si possano creare quei presupposti comunque per creare maggiore consapevolezza di quanto è importante e necessario capire come accogliere al meglio il target LGBTQ. Plus, ok?
Certo.
So, e Milano ovviamente è una delle città più predisposte, anche più aperte per questo tipo di attività. So, John, who is this event convention for? Perché è data questa convention? Chi può venire?
Well, it really is about the tourism industry and learning trends about the LGBTQ travel segment. So anyone in the tourism industry, whether they're in a sales position or human rights or human resources, position, leadership, to learn about our market trends, data, best practices on how to welcome our community to your businesses. So it's a very educational conference, and we partner with a lot of organizations such as Visit Italy, ENIT, the City of Milan and Yes Milano, the AITGL, and many other organizations in Italy that are helping us put this conference together, and other organizations around the world, particularly in Europe, like the United Nations World Tourism Organization and the European Travel Commission, to make sure that we're doing or capturing the best possible education and speakers at the conference to help educate the tourism industry about the LGBTQ market.
Ok, praticamente questa convention è fatta per chi appunto è nel settore turistico, nel mondo del turismo e dell'hospitality industry, per capire nuovi trend e il segmento più in profondità, quindi di tutti i target, di tutte le sfumature, diciamo così, del mondo LGBTQ+. E quindi vedremo anche cosa significa questo più, no? Che tanto ci incuriosisce un sacco di persone. Quindi per chi è all'interno delle risorse umane, a livello di leadership, quindi insomma per tutte quelle aziende che vogliono capire di più come attrarre al meglio questo target, questo è l'evento giusto per voi. Ci saranno anche una serie di best practice e di speaker a livello internazionale che saranno anche una fonte di ispirazione, e ovviamente questo evento è supportato dall'ENIT, dalla città di Milano, dal comune, da Yes Milano, dall'associazione italiana comunque del turismo LGBTQ. Ovviamente c'è anche la UNWTO e l'associazione europea, giusto, anche quindi del turismo, ecco. Quindi diciamo tanta roba, come si dice qua a Milano, qua in Italia, John, ok? Quindi c'è tanto contenuto, ecco. E dici un po', qual è secondo te la più grande sfida che vedi per noi italiani? What is in your opinion one of our biggest challenge in our country?
I think a biggest opportunity, if you will, for Italian tourism businesses is to better understand this segment of tourists. It's a very large segment. For example, here in the United States, it is the largest niche market of travelers. So it's larger than women travel. It's larger than Hispanic travel. It's a community that travels a lot. and has the propensity to travel more frequently than non-LGBTQ travelers. So I think in Italy, it's just starting to really recognize this community as a viable option to welcome to their businesses. So I think there's a lot more that can be done in Italy, particularly with training and understanding the market and how to welcome the community and what's different about our community than other communities for travel. And so that's partly why we're really excited to come to Italy, because I think we can make a really big impact there with the tourism industry in Italy.
Okay. In sintesi, praticamente una delle più grandi opportunità, quindi possiamo definirle per noi italiani, è quella di capire meglio come attirare, come soddisfare questo tipo di segmento, che è il più grande in assoluto, quindi ancora più grande del mondo delle donne viaggiatrici, piuttosto che non so, dei viaggiatori ispanici e così via. Quindi è un segmento che viaggia spesso, viaggia molto e anche comunque con una capacità di spesa più elevata rispetto agli altri segmenti di mercato. Ecco, quindi thank you very much, John. And so I'm going to ask you something that I was asking also to our president here in Milan, Diana De Marchi, about human rights and equality gender. I have some discussion sometimes with our professionals in tourism industry, because they don't understand why do they have communicated they are LGBTQ or gay friendly, whatever. No? So it's like if I tell that I accept, because they use this kind of word that of course it's not correct, because I tell them you accept credit cards, you don't accept you don't accept, you know, people.
Yeah.
Okay, so what would you answer to this you know, this question from professionals in tourism industry about why is important to communicate to this target that you are LGBTQ friendly?
Yeah, and you give a great example, accept versus welcome, I think, and valuing diversity and different travelers like our community. Our community is very savvy to travel and to businesses that support our community. So if there are brands that are genuinely welcoming and valuing our community, they're going to get the business from our community, as well as a halo effect from allies out there that are not in the LGBT community. So it is very important, and that's part of what our conference does, is really explain the difference of accepting versus valuing diversity, and particularly our community. So hopefully we'll make some good inroads into the leadership in Italian tourism while we're there, and help explain the differences of our community and why it's important to understand it, and best practices to welcome the community and grow your business with our community, as long as it's authentic and supportive.
Ok, praticamente gli ho chiesto, insomma, ci viene fatta spesso, a me spesso anche sui social, questa provocazione: perché devo dire per forza che sono gay friendly o LGBTQ friendly, no? Tanto io accetto tutti, no? E quindi quello che dico io, in realtà si accettano le carte di credito, non le persone. Quindi John ci spiegava che appunto in questa convention si capirà molto bene la differenza fra accettare e diciamo accogliere, no? Quindi fare ospitalità, quindi un po' una sottile differenza.
Yeah, and I would say too that, you know, it's really interesting, you know, who would have thought 10, 15 years ago that IGLTA would have a convention in Italy, right? But we've been working with ENIT in different cities around the world, and we've kind of been building up to it. We've done symposiums and board meetings in Italy. We've worked with them on fam trips for LGBT trade press, and you know, now we're actually bringing our convention there, and I think it's the great work of your leadership in Visit Italy and the city of Milan to actively go after our convention and bring our conference to Italy, which is wonderful.
Yes, it's a great opportunity and a challenge at the same time. So
yeah, and hopefully after the convention, it continues to grow.
Yes.
You know, we've had our convention in places like Brazil and South Africa and all over Europe, but we do see afterwards, you know, the growth in tourism to those destinations that do get involved, that are supportive of the community. So it's a great opportunity, and I hope as many Italian businesses and tourism take advantage of us being there next month.
Siamo qui quindi per seminare. We're gonna here to you know, put something into the how you can say, your, you know, to build something together. It's about a cultural thing, and it's also our challenge is also to help professionals to understand not if it's right or not to communicate something like this. The new question is like how you can communicate.
Exactly. Yeah, because you don't want
to, and without offending anybody, you know, because
exactly. It's not saying we will welcome LGBTQ travelers, but no longer welcome these others. It's about growing the pie and making more and more diverse travelers feel welcome at your business.
Yes, and it's also, in my opinion, also a new opportunity and a new challenge also to educate the LGBTQ professionals in tourism industry, because they think like they don't need any training and education to know better this segment just because they are gay. And I had also, this is also another great challenge. So it's not like because, I mean, also, it's like if you have a family, if you are a father or a mother, it's like you don't need a seminar to understand how to be a better mother or a better father just because you're one of that. It has no sense. So
it's very true.
I also have books or I attend seminars about LGBTQ tourism. So it's
it's a good point, because you know, within our community, it's very diverse, and there's a lot of new trends. There's more family travel within the LGBT community. There's adventure travel. There's lesbian specific travel. There's all types of business within the LGBTQ community. And so within our community, it is true. We need to learn about what are the other segments to make sure we're welcoming them and doing what they want to get their business and to support them and welcome them.
Yeah, we could talk about 50 shadows of LGBTQ tourism. Okay. Exactly. So to attend to this convention, John, if I want to register and I'm a professional in the tourism industry, where do I have to go?
You can still register. It's not sold out yet, but we do envision it will be sold out. So don't wait. But if you go to, if I can say it in Italian, point the IGLTA Convention.
Yeah, we can see also.
.org. And you can see all the information there, pricing, the agenda of what we're doing. We have the first day as a buyer-supplier marketplace where travel industry buyers can meet with suppliers on appointments. The opening reception's at the beautiful historic castle in Milan, Sforzesca. And then we have then we have 2 days of conference education, speakers. We have networking receptions in the evening. So there's a lot of great content. We have things specifically for women leadership conversations and a reception for the women at the conference. We do a media trade show. So if you're wanting to talk to travel writers, we give you that opportunity as well. And lots of great trends, data, best practices is discussed. So it's a great place to make business from all over the world and learn about the community as well.
Okay, thank you, John. We're gonna wait for you and to see you into the convention. So I'm really look forward to be part of this big event. That it's really the first time in Italy. So we don't have to miss this opportunity. So if you are a professional in tourism industry, so go to www.igltaconvention.org. So register and we'll see there. And there are lots of opportunity, networking. And so the important thing is to create relationships and not to see the LGBTQ tourism segment as just like some dollars that is working. First of all, we are human. It's a B2B business to people concern, and then of course you will understand how to welcome in a better way.
And a lot of what we talk about is how businesses that are new to the segment, how can they be authentic to our community? So it's not just chasing the euro or the dollar, but that you are truly welcoming and valuing our community.
Okay.
So mille grazie and sono molto felice.
Thank you, John. And if you want to tell something else to our operator before leaving, you have the opportunity.
Well, one other thing we didn't touch on is our foundation, and we'll talk a lot about that as well at the conference. And our foundation helps the tourism industry as a whole with research projects, educational programs, and leadership programs throughout the world. So you'll learn more about that as well. But,
ok.
Ci vediamo prossimo mese a Milano.
Ok, ci vediamo
Grazie.
dal 26 al 29 ottobre all'1 Hotels Expo Fiera di Milano.
Esatto.
Quindi saranno giorni intensi e per il momento registratevi e nel caso contattateci per farci conoscere, insomma, per dirci della vostra presenza. Quindi sarò molto felice di sapere, insomma, se avete visto questo video e se ci sarete ci incontreremo direttamente lì alla convention. Ciao, grazie ancora John e un saluto a tutti coloro che stanno lavorando dietro la IGLTA, ma anche a Milano, quindi il Comune di Milano e tutte le organizzazioni e le associazioni collegate con questo evento che stanno facendo il possibile affinché si crei una nuova consapevolezza per accogliere al meglio il segmento LGBTQ+. Ciao!
Ciao e grazie.